This was the deadliest king serpent serum ever created. But inside a secret lab, Dr. Sharma injected it straight into Arav's body without a second thought. The very next day, strange changes started happening. Arav had a handsome face, but thin, snake-like skin began peeling off. At first, he brushed it off as a simple sunburn. But when the skin started shedding all over his body, he knew something was seriously wrong. Panicked, he asked the doctor what was happening. The response: just a normal allergic reaction to the vaccine. But that wasn't the end. The doctor gave him another injection. Slowly, Arav began transforming into something terrifying. Half human, half snake. He wanted to run, but his mutated body could barely move. Seeing his chance, the doctor strapped him to a hospital bed. Then came the final injection. The mutation exploded into its last stage. His head morphed into a giant snake's head. His legs fused together into a long serpent tail. In just 14 seconds, Arav had completely transformed into a king cobra. Dr. Sharma was thrilled. He took the creature outside to test its abilities. But that's when everything went horribly wrong. The venom had already spread through the monster's body. A moment later, the crazed doctor became the first victim of the creature he had created. Meanwhile, an old man had gone 2.5 years without a single drop of water. The few pieces of ice left in his freezer were his last hope. He sucked on them one by one and rubbed melted drops on his face, but nothing eased his unbearable thirst. Eventually, even the ice was gone. Desperate, he started licking the glass inside the freezer as if he wanted to consume the entire thing. Then suddenly he stopped. Tears filled his eyes. He remembered that in his younger days, he had been a thief who stole valuable possessions. Maybe this suffering was the punishment for his past. In another story, a man visited a museum for the first time. One artwork immediately caught his attention. Attached to it was a blue candy. Looking closer, he learned it was part of a famous artist's creation, but he couldn't understand why it was so special. Without thinking, he pulled the candy off. Nearby, curator Verma froze in shock. He knew disaster was about to happen. Within seconds, pieces of the candy started falling apart. That's when the visitor realized his mistake. He stepped back and looked around for help, but as he watched, the last remaining piece finally dropped to the floor. The curator stood there silently, furious. Embarrassed, the man picked up the remaining piece and swallowed it. Only then did the truth come out. That blue candy was the soul of the entire artwork, the very thing the artist had intentionally placed there from the beginning.